All right, I just wanted to pop on for what I'm hoping is going to be a little mini read. I don't know what it's going to be about yet. Let's just go. Oh, the Ten of Cups. So some emotional fulfillment for somebody. Six of Wands and a victory. So with the Six of Wands coming up as there being a victory, I feel like a Ten of Cups situation where you're having an emotional fulfillment, maybe within a family connection, or maybe you've just been looking for this feeling of love and completion for a long time and you haven't found it. But with the Six of Wands, it's like there could be some victory coming in, or you might be getting some fulfillment as far as whenever it comes to recognition with the public. You might be finally feeling appreciated. We just have to see what else we get to really know. I'm on my bed. Can you feel me bouncing? Awkward. King of Wands in the reverse. The Star in the reverse. And the High Priestess in the reverse. So I'm getting a feeling I don't really feel like these two energies are these energies are connected to the first two cards. I'm feeling more like this is a situation in which you're moving away from. You were dealing with somebody who was a player of sorts. Maybe somebody who you had a lot of passion for and hope for, but you were losing hope on the connection because there were just too many secrets. Like this playboy, you already know that this playboy, playgirl, whoever it is to you, you can flip-flop the energies. But this person who maybe wouldn't commit to you, you saw them as everything, but you were losing hope on the situation because of the lack of consistency, because of who they portrayed themselves to be, and you're just not seeing any change in the situation. And with there being so many secrets, it's like I said, you're just losing hope on the situation. But somehow out of this, there's still coming a victory. So we don't know if it's with this person somehow, or if you're moving into something with a new person. What is this Six of Wands and Ten of Cups about? Three of Swords. And the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like you are having a heartbreak and loss over this situation. I feel like this thing is breaking your heart because you really saw this person as your end-all be-all. But between the secrets and the inconsistency, you're just brokenhearted over it. And this person hasn't been putting any work into you, and it's getting to the point where you're giving up trying on putting any work into the situation yourself. So I'm thinking we'll see, but so far I'm thinking that victory is going to be with somebody else after you move forward from this person. We'll see how it plans out. Maybe it's not going to be a mini read. I'm only like 5 minutes in though, so All right. This is either you or it's your other person. The King of Wands in reverse. But somebody is stuck in their thoughts. They're trapped in their thoughts and they're like obsessively thinking about the possibility of somebody who went away returning. So I see this one of two ways. I feel like either this is you and you can't stop thinking about this person who's constantly leaving or constantly gone, about maybe they'll come back. Or this is the other person who, after you decide that you've had your heart broken enough and don't want to put any work into the situation, it could be this other person who ends up trapped in their thoughts about it. Like, they probably didn't think that you were going to go anywhere, but then whenever you stop putting in work into the situation, then they can't stop thinking about it. They can't stop thinking about the chance that they had with you and the fact that you might be gone. And are you gone? Are you gone for good? Are you leaving? And so they might be thinking about how you walked away and hoping that it's you that come back. Or they might be stuck in something at the moment. Maybe with all of these secrets, you don't have the full story of what this King of Wands is going into, like what he's doing. So maybe he could be trapped in a situation where he feels like he can't make any moves forward, but he is thinking about coming back. So I guess that was 3 things. Sounds like a complicated situation, whatever it is. So let's see, let's ask. Let's ask who is this person that's trapped in their thoughts about a return. It's the Empress. So that would be you, honey. I mean, like I said, flip-flop energies, however you see fit. But this might be, I'm not going to speak too soon, but it could be a divine feminine, divine masculine connection where it's twin flames. But anyhow, this Empress, she's the one who is stuck up in that energy. It's like she doesn't really want to move forward, I don't think, away from this person. And she's hoping that he'll come back. Okay, so let's see. What is the King of Wands? What's he up to? What's the King of Wands up to? We get the Empress over here waiting on him, having her heart broken over the lack of work that's going into the situation. But we still have, crowning this reading, the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. So if she's stuck on the King of Wands and isn't really trying to move forward, where's this energy coming from? We got the 2 of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles. So somebody is going to be, because of this, I feel like the Empress is losing hope on this situation with this King of Wands. She doesn't really want to move forward. I don't know if he knows that, but she's slowly taking action at putting less effort into it because she's like heartbroken over the situation of being stuck in third-party situations because he's probably a hoe. And even though it's hard for her to move forward, she's taking the baby steps that she has to take by not putting work into the situation anymore. Although within herself, she's mentally trapped, hoping that, this King of Wands will shape up, do right, and come back to her. But I feel like because she withdraws her energy and she's not putting so much work into it, a decision has to be made. I think that decision has to be made by the King of Wands. He may be indecisive and realizing that he cannot keep juggling. He might be realizing that he might have to cut something out, one way or the other. We have the King of Cups, the Death card in the reverse, and the Queen of Wands. Now, the King of Wands already came out. We have the King of Wands here, the Queen of Wands here. So this is his counterpart. I feel like this King of Cups that comes out is also the King of Wands. It's just representing that I feel like whenever he makes this choice or decision, he's coming in as somebody who truly loves this person and sees her as his soulmate, the matching counterpart to his King of Wands. He has a lot of passion for her. There's a lot of attraction, and it's not just attraction. He actually loves her. But it's like there's something holding them back from being able to have a new beginning. And I feel like what that is his lack of making a decision. I feel like it's up in the air. He has to end one thing in order to move into a new cycle with this Queen of Wands. But he hasn't made that decision. We have the Fool in the reverse. So you stand for the potential of a fresh start, but somebody is being foolish or careless in the situation, and it's put a blockage on it. We have the Emperor in the reverse. So here we have the counterpart to the Empress. The Emperor is the one who is putting a blockage on the situation because of his indecisiveness. He's not making a decision. He's not making a call to transition. With the Four of Cups, he is, he's been looking at these other options and avoiding this cup that's right in front of him. This one that right here that's meant for him, that's handed to him by God, like out of nowhere, and he's distracted looking at these other bitches. And then we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So this could be a realization that hits him all of a sudden. Like, oh shit, this girl is meant for me and I might be about to lose her. I have to make some kind of decision. Or him finding out about her maybe moving forward is going to cause some kind of communication to come in quickly. Give me clarification on the Knight of Swords, please. What is the Knight of Swords? The Three of Cups. And the Five of Wands. So he may find out that instead of just like sitting there waiting on him, that she might, be socializing or reaching out to other people, which to him is going to cause a conflict because he feels like that is competition. Or somebody might be telling him that I saw her at this place with these people, like she was out having a good time, and he's just gonna see that as competition and feel like he needs to get in there. We have the Devil card and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like with that, I'm going to get some clarification on the Devil, but I feel like with that, when this person finds out this information, they're not going to be happy about it. They're not going to be happy about it. We got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like they're going to see that things are not going how they wanted it to go. Like maybe they had a certain idea of what kind of response their reactions, their separation was getting them. And this was not how it was supposed to go. And I feel like it might put them in this devil energy. Maybe a jealous rage even. Like, this is my person. Like, somebody who has ownership. And wanting to put an end to that situation. At the top of the deck, the Sun card. So, it sounds pretty dramatic and rough right now, but I feel like with the Sun card, things are going to come out okay in the end. I think they'll come out for the best. Whatever that is, let's see what happens. Like, what happens? I'm looking at this Ten of Swords too. Somebody, and I feel like it's this masculine, is going to feel backstabbed and betrayed due to the separation in this soulmate connection. He's going to feel like you were supposed to be mine. You're supposed to be sitting at home waiting on me. And this might be somebody who does whatever it takes, holds no bars to get their way. So I feel like, yeah, this person is going to be put into this devilish, possessive energy. Like, I'm not saying anything bad's going to happen, but he might want to fight the dude. If he catches you out somewhere, at a bar, wherever, out to eat, wherever, with somebody, he might want to fight the dude. Because I feel like just that jealous, possessive, this is mine feeling is going to take over. With the Knight of Wands, it's like he might be rushing in quickly with some passion. Maybe some rage. I don't know. But we also have the Ten of Pentacles here. So he could either be coming into a person's place of business, or he might be coming in to claim her and say, that's mine. I'm supposed to be building with her. Anyway, we still haven't figured out how do we get to the Ten of Cups and having a victory out of all that. What is the victory? Tell me that. What is the win here in this situation? What's the win in this situation? That is so weird. We have the Ten of Pentacles again and the Knight of Wands again. I think they were both coming out in reverse, but let me double check that real quick. Yeah, they were both coming out in the reverse. Okay. And then while those popped out, then the Four of Swords popped out. So I'm wondering if, like, how is it a victory? Maybe with him rushing in there like that, like all of those behaviors will be put to rest. Maybe he'll finally leave that philandering alone, and the breaking down of, like, he just wasn't committed or wasn't ready to be a part of a household, ready to be a part of building anything, and was always running around. And maybe Yeah, like I said, all of that will be put to rest, but I'm not really sure. So let's just pull some more cards and find out. I'm going to get my Oracle, a Wisdom Oracle deck. We have meditation in reverse and denial in reverse. So I feel like once this King of Wands feels like he can't have something, he feels like it's being denied to him, that's whenever he's going to reach for it and try to bridge the gap from this disconnection that they had. Like, once he thinks that she's moving on and is unavailable and is really considering starting something with somebody else, this thing that he's been denying, he's going to reach for. It's like they had been in separation. They weren't in a place of balance with each other. And it's going to bring that back together. We have individuality in the reverse and conclusion in the reverse. So maybe this person, this King of Wands, has always prided himself on, being his own person, not going with the crowd. He's a nonconformist. Nobody can make him do anything. He lives his own life, lives by his own rules. But then with conclusion, it's like there's an ending to that cycle because it's going to end so that a new chapter can start. So I feel like overall, him getting ready, like, she can't wait anymore. Her heart is breaking because of what's going on with him, because she doesn't know what's going on with him. He has so many secrets. She just knows that he's not there. And she slowly begins to pull back her energy in order, like, she doesn't want to leave him, but she knows that she can't continue on in that cycle anymore. So she quits putting work into the situation, and he may find out, he may hear word or see that maybe she's out dating or maybe she's out socializing. Either way, she's going out and she's not waiting at home for him anymore. And whenever he hears this or sees this, it does something to him on the inside. It makes him, I feel like all this rage and anger, possessiveness that he feels over her makes him realize that he doesn't really want to live without her. And so a big shift has to change. He almost feels like who he is as a person. It's like there's a death from one person and a rebirth to something else, to a brand new beginning. But it's like he becomes a whole new person. It sounds a little bit dramatic, but it's the way I see it. Yeah, I feel like this is his energy. He had previously been trapped in his thoughts, stuck in his ways. He didn't really see another option other than to do what he's always done. But with this Eight of Swords coming out in reverse, it's like he's freeing himself from those thoughts, where he'll be able to take steps and step outside of his comfort zone, outside of his boundaries that he's created and placed for himself. I thought one flipped, but it didn't. Seven of Pentacles. And the Fool in the reverse. And so maybe the reason, now I'm not sure if that's what this is, but maybe the reason that this masculine thought that he couldn't have something with her to start with was because he might have been trying to like get his money right or trying to get his stability right before he was able to take a leap of faith in the situation. The Emperor in the reverse. I feel like maybe he just felt like, I don't want to say losing control or felt like he wasn't a man, but it's like it just didn't sit right with him where he was. He wasn't where he was wanting to be. He had a certain standard for himself and he wasn't meeting it, and he didn't want to bring that to the table. He wasn't feeling like, he wasn't feeling like he was bringing his best self. But there will be a judgment here, a reconciliation. I feel like between the two, I feel like these events that seemingly could have been catastrophic are going to end up bringing them back together and healing this connection. And I wouldn't be surprised if shortly after, I wouldn't be surprised if you want children together, or this masculine wants children, or, or if it's just something, like I said, you guys want together. It's like a whole new resurrection to your journey with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Beware of repeating patterns and making the same mistakes. We have the Six of Wands again, which is the victory. We have the World card here, which is a conclusion or a completion to the end of a cycle. The Chariot card, moving forward confidently and quickly. And like I said, again, this may be a twin flame connection, maybe. You could even be like a biracial couple, or either that, or you just come from two different backgrounds. But whenever you come together, it's like the yin to your yang. And you do support each other and, I want to say benefit or make stronger, but it's like you uplift each other whenever you're together. You're better together. You're like a power couple together. However, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So that could mean you might be starting off with a shaky financial start between the two of you, because I feel like he didn't want to jump into anything at first because he didn't have his money right. He was trying to get things situated so that he could bring more to the table. Alright, so earlier I had fallen asleep after I ran out of storage. So I finally got my other video uploaded and I'm ready to finish this. I was saying that you guys might, if you get back together right then, you guys might not be off to a good financial start. You might be on shaky ground as far as stability, because he was not ready to even jump into a relationship. He was waiting for his finances to shape up for him to be on a better solid ground. But just this, all of a sudden having this tower moment of I might lose my person, and then jumping into it, obviously he's not ready with the finances. So that's just like a warning, you know. That might be a little bump in the road at the beginning of things, but I am going to have to clarify it because that could be wrong. I just want to make sure that it's saying what I think that it's saying. Because, I mean, it said it was somebody's emotional fulfillment and a victory. So it has to be some good news in the end. I want to clarify what that chariot was. A while ago, I was taking it as moving in quickly, you know, quick, confident action, like, psh, aggressive, this is mine, I got it. But let's see if there's anything else to it. So let's clarify the chariot. Oops. Alright, we have the Knight of Swords. So yeah, that's pretty quick. The Hermit. The Devil. And the Five of Swords reversed. No, I always like to clarify the Devil to get some more information on that. Because, you know, sometimes the Devil just doesn't give you good vibes. Although in this instance, it could have to do with, you know, a Capricorn. The Capricorn is the Devil. But anyway, so Knight of Swords, yeah, like with the Chariot, that does mean quick action. Somebody coming in quickly. It could be a realization. Or some communication. But we got the Hermit card here. And the Devil. And it's like somebody is going within themselves to make some kind of realization. Anyway, let's clarify the Devil. But they're making some realization about this connection. The Devil is the Four of Wands. Now, I'm not sure about this because I've never seen what I'm about to say come up with the Devil card. But you have two people who are bonded together. And we have the Four of Wands. Which I feel like if you're talking about it in the perspective of people, like I was saying earlier, with the Emperor and the Empress coming out, it could be twin flames. No. This gives me a little bit funky vibe about it, with it coming out as the Devil, because I see the Devil as something karmic. And so that makes me wonder if it's not some kind of karmic masculine or feminine, or if this is like a false flame. But either way, the connection or bond that you feel with each other is very real. However, there may be some toxic attributes to this relationship, such as, you know, looking back on the reading, maybe earlier the King of Cups wasn't the King of Wands. Maybe it was the person that he sees you with or finds out that you were with at this social gathering or what have you. And it's what causes him to lose his shit. Now, it's nice to have your man care about you, but to a certain extent, it's unhealthy when it's like way overboard. Like when the devil comes out, that's really not good. It's not too good. It's not healthy. Um, yeah, I feel a little bit anxious about it, actually. Um, then we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. I'm gonna get some clarification. Oops. That was the Six of Wands in the reverse. I was not prepared. This is totally on the fly. I like woke up and my other videos uploaded and I was like, oh, let's finish this or you won't do it because I'm a bad procrastinator, so I'm working on that. But with the Five of Swords in the reverse, we got the Six of Wands in the reverse. So somebody, I feel like that's I feel like that's somebody feeling like they gotta come out on top of some competition. Like, all right, as I was saying, I feel like the Five of Swords with the Six of Wands in the reverse is somebody feeling like they gotta come out on top of the competition no matter what it takes, when at all cost. Because whether they want you or want to do right by you, I feel a little bit nervous about it. Like I feel like this person might get violent, just to be honest, but I feel like, and I don't know if like towards you or if it would just make it a bad situation. Out of that jealousy, because like I said, this is a one at all cost kind of person, and whether they were doing right by you or truly want you or not, it's like they don't want to feel like they have lost to anybody. And so this person may come back in, like I said. They may realize after seeing you with some people that they want you. And it may feel like, oh, I finally got my man, which is where the emotional fulfillment and the success feeling comes in. But with that Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like you may be missing out on an opportunity because of that. Ace of Cups in reverse. I'm going to clarify that too. But that could be one of two things. It could be either this person really is not showing you true love when this happens, or it's, you know, you broke away from this person and started seeing someone else. They come back in the picture, and then you realize after that that they're the fucking devil. Man, this reading went for a turn. And you realize that you missed out on an opportunity either with the other person or just on an opportunity period to like move forward. To clarify the Ace of Cups, we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So yeah, I feel like if you go back to this person, it's gonna be extreme like regret. I feel like you're gonna see a side of this person that you didn't even know was there, and it's not gonna be good. And it might be a feeling of where like you feel like you're trapped in this now. Like emotionally, like what can you do? What can you do? I just feel like it will come as like a shock or a surprise because you truly love this person. And they might love you too, but not in a healthy way. They love you what they think is love, which is possession. Temperance. There are some things that are off balance, I feel like, with this person. This person may have some mental issues. I am not trying to make the storyline go this way. But I feel like it's the truth, and it's like something that you should know, and you might need to face the facts that what you thought existed with this person, what you were in love with, that part of that was an illusion. Because after you try to break free and move forward and stand up for yourself, you're going to see that this person is not who you thought that they were. You're going to see a whole nother side of them. Like I said, that they had secrets that they were keeping and stuff like that. That might be one of their secrets. They put on a mask in front of you so you couldn't see who they really were. But the mask is about to come off. And that's going to be like their attitude. Oh, you wanted the real me? You got the real me. Wow. So, basically, you get sick of this person. Like, you're attached to this person. You have a lot of love for them. You think they have love for you too, but they're just avoiding it while they're out philandering, being inconsistent, keeping their secrets. You can't take it anymore, so you try to move forward. You meet somebody, you go out with them, you have a good time, you enjoy yourself. He finds out about this, and he gets jealous, and comes back into your life. You feel like some women do, like they like it when their man is jealous because it means that they love him. You feel like this is a victory for you. Like, yes, he's finally showing me that he does care for me, even though he would never admit it or show me any other time. Like, he's finally showing me. And so you feel like this is a win. But you soon, shortly find out that this is somebody who basically, like I said, I feel like they're a selfish individual. They are a win at all costs. They want what they want, and they want it their way. And that's like exactly why they treated you like they did before. But whenever you try to break free, they're going to let you know that you're not going anywhere. You're mine. And I feel like it is going to make you an emotional and mental wreck. You're not going to know what to do in the situation. It's unexpected. And once the mask is taken off, it's not like you can put it back on. Yeah, the moon card. Things hidden, things that aren't brought to the light. In the shadows, the darkness. And 5 of Cups. And so I feel like this is you. I feel like this is you in sadness and in mourning and in regret. You have your back turned on the potential of a real soulmate. Like, that doesn't seem like it's an option for you anymore because you're focusing on the damage that has been done. That is too heavy. Whew. Can we just talk about advice? Because there's got to be something that can be done about the situation. instead of just talking about this is going to happen and regret, sadness, blah, blah. What kind of advice can we get for the feminine in this situation? What's the advice? We have the Page of Pentacles. It's supposed to be reversed, actually. So that's about like hard lessons learned. The Emperor in the reverse. The Fool in the reverse. And the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like, you know, this is not something that has happened yet. I'm like a nervous wreck in here. But we have the Emperor in the reverse. As we know, this can be somebody who is controlling and domineering. And it's like, I feel like if you're waiting at all to see this person come back to you, or to see that evidence that they love you or that they care for you, I feel like that is a foolish mistake. Because we're talking about a hard lesson learned, maybe something that is repeated. Maybe you dealt with a controlling, abusive narcissist in the past. And it's like with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, you might be repeating that mistake whenever it comes to this Emperor reversed. Like, he's not a real emperor. He's somebody that you wanted to take a leap of faith with, but I feel like there's a blockage on that for a reason, because it would be a foolish mistake for you to sit around and wait for proof that this person loves you, because like that's going to be the outcome that you get. We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So this could be saying, because we're in advice, that even though that you or this person, I feel like you may feel betrayed, or it may feel like it's a harsh ending for you guys, that recovery and getting over the worst of it is like the best option. Trying to not let the pain, you know, affect you too deeply, and to pull yourself up off of those swords and try and recover. We get the Knight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So somebody who either walked away from you and returning with this offer of love. It's like recovering from that situation. Or recovering by moving forward with somebody that you've walked away from or has walked away from you. Can we get some clarification on the Eight of Cups in reverse, please? the Star in the reverse. So a connection that you had once had hope in also, that seemed destined, but you walked away from that connection, or they walked away from you. It's the Hangman in the reverse. That maybe after recovering from the situation with this false masculine, that person that you walked away from, or that they walked away from you, whom you once felt that your destinies had intertwined, but you lost hope on it. It's like looking at that situation in a new perspective. Because maybe some of the feelings that you had for this false masculine affected how you looked at the situation with this person who you either walked away from or they walked away from you. And it could have been a mutual energy. Like maybe you were just like repelled from each other at the time. And so we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So you may be having to also make a decision to focus on getting your home and your finances together. The Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like this masculine has probably stunted a lot of things in your life. Like, I'm not sure if they had anything to do with it as far as their intentions, but it was like your choice because you allowed it. For as long as you allowed yourself to be stuck on this masculine and to be distracted by him. And with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, it's like the things that, like your creative endeavors that could have been bringing you money and abundance. It could have been setting you up for success. It's like you lost track of that and you weren't doing the things. You lost your motivation. You weren't doing the things that you should have been focusing on because you were too focused on this connection. So it's like, focus on that too. And also, like, quit waiting for this masculine. Quit waiting for some kind of evidence that he loves or cares about you. Because you might get the proof that you need, and it won't be the kind of proof that you want. Nine of Wands in the reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. Whew, you gotta give me a second. I cannot catch my breath. I'm so shook up. I feel like I had flashbacks of like whenever I was assaulted and the feeling that you get after that. After like the survival and you're still all shook up over it. Yeah, I can't even really think right now. But the Nine of Wands in reverse, something maybe that you have been trying to hold on to for so long. Like, you kept thinking, I don't know, like it's one of those things where it gets worse before it gets better. And you went through a lot of shit with it, but at some point you have to let go of that and focus on having a new foundation You know, you have to put your effort into something that is reliable and solid. We have again the Chariot and the Knight of Swords. So again, like I said, something coming in quickly. But that Chariot card can also be the police. So with me feeling like this, and that card coming up twice, both times with the Knight of Swords there too, it makes me wonder if the police are gonna have to be called. All I know is if there's a situation where it even feels like it for a second, don't hesitate to. I'm going to see if I can get another clarifier on the Chariot and the Knight of Swords. The Justice card. So, that's advice right there. If somebody comes to your home with the Ace of Pentacles and puts you in a position to have to defend yourself, it may get physical. They may try to get physical. But just knowing that, don't hesitate to call the police. If you don't call the police, like, they're definitely going to end up being involved. In which case, you're probably not going to be in very good shape. I don't want to scare anybody, but like I had, before we even found out that that was the police, I had just said it reminded me of a flashback of whenever I was assaulted and trying to survive. So, I don't really feel like I have anything else. I just want to tell you guys to be careful and get your head out of the clouds about this guy. If he doesn't want you to see certain, or she, it could be a she, if they don't want you to see a certain side of them and you've known them for a long time and they're not authentic with you and they're always hiding things from you, there may be a reason that they're hiding things because they're trying to keep that facade up. But whenever you force that mask, I mean, you're not even really doing it, but they'll blame you. Because why? Because you tried to move on. But whenever that mask does come off, you're going to see why they tried to keep it hidden. So, all I can do is tell you to be careful and quit waiting on this person and to go ahead and focus on the projects or goals that you had that, if you're honest with yourself, you know have been getting pushed to the curb since you've been dealing with this person. Well, you've been stressing out, like wondering about what they're doing and when they're going to come and blah, 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 blah. You've been losing track of your goals. So you need to be working on that and get that together. I don't even want to tell you to like not go on a date with this person or to not go on a date, because that's them controlling your life still. But maybe, I don't know, maybe you shouldn't like immediately just go out and see somebody. Maybe right now you just need to be focusing on your goals, and that person might not get so triggered. And look, again, the same two cards. Well, we didn't get the Chariot this time, but we have Justice and the Knight of Swords. We have the Devil in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and Judgment in the reverse. I just want to like bawl my eyes out, to be honest, because I feel like you are completely duped by this person. And I feel like even if you're someone who needs to hear this message, I still don't think that you will want to listen, because you do have that bond, that karmic connection. It's just something you feel like you're connected to this person and like you can't break away from them. But with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, you may be realizing that this is an illusion, and the things that you've been felt or seeing with this person are really not legitimate, and that you need to make a harsh judgment towards the situation and avoid reconciling. And that even if this person comes in talking about, like, with that mask on again, acting like they're healed, acting like things are going to be different now, you need to put an end to that. Otherwise, the police might be getting involved. I feel like either way, I feel like it's going to lead to a situation where the law is going to have to get involved, because this person is so possessive. And it's a shame, because they're not possessive in the way that you always had their time. Like, I mean, yeah, you always had their time. They're really like, it's a my way or the highway kind of person. And if they don't want to see, if they want to go out and they want to see 8 other people and see you whenever they feel like it, then that's what they're going to do. And you're not going to do nothing about it. You're going to sit there and you're going to take it. And whenever they want to come back, they should be able to come back. And they may act like they don't want to control you, but the truth of the matter is it's going to be a problem whenever you try to move forward. So we have the 3 of Wands here in the reverse. I feel like don't try to move forward with this person. There is no bigger picture there. It was actually laying sideways, so you can see it both ways. Upright, look forward to something else. Leave that ship behind. There's more out there for you than to be treated like that, to be put on a shelf like you're a toy that someone just takes down and puts the magnifying glass in the sun and burns the shit out of you, deforms you so nobody else wants to play with you. There is more to life than that. And don't be fooled by false happiness. Sometimes a win is not always a win, and you need to be aware of that. That is all that I have on that.